how's it going everyone? WTF Sexy Headphones here. Happy Mondays or Tuesdays to you guys. I wanted to do another video on the Dogs of Chernobyl program, particularly because recently, and also throughout the last handful of years, I still get messages from some of you who are asking with interest about the adoption program. For those of you who might not know, in 2018, October 2018, I was allowed to adopt a dog from Chernobyl. Her name is Katya. She's doing splendidly, and she's just cute as a button, adorable, love her. Everyone loves Katya. I have 3 dogs. Everyone wants to take Katya. Every single person wants to take her. You can't have her. She's mine. Nevertheless, a lot of people have asked me about the program, like, how do I adopt a dog? Like, I want to see about doing something like that and so forth. And relatively recently, I was getting those questions again, but I've been getting those questions ever since I've told you guys that I adopted a dog from Chernobyl. So I wanted to give you what updates I have. I will say, unfortunately, it's not going to be news that you guys will like, but here's what we have. So 34 dogs were allowed to be adopted out of the zone within the last couple of years into the Canada and US, my Katya, of course, being included. A couple months ago, I'm pretty terrible with time, a month or 2 or 3. I'm awful at time spans. It goes by so fast. I don't even know where time goes. The Clean Futures Fund, which is the charity that does the Dog of Chernobyl's program, they went into the zone, and what they do is they run a spay-neuter vaccination program, and of course an adoption program as well, where they go in there, they try to catch as many dogs as they can, give them their vaccinations, spay and neuter them to help contain the stray issue that has been had ever since '86, and then of course see about adoption. Their most recent trip there, they mentioned that unfortunately none of the dogs could go out for adoption because the radiation was in their bones. So in order for them, to my knowledge, to decontaminate a dog, it has to be more surface level. So when they got Katya, her contamination, her radiation was, like, to my knowledge, in the fur. You can decontaminate that. They go through a decontamination process, spay, neuter, vaccination, so forth, and then gets put up for adoption. And then unfortunately, they said all the puppies that they found at their most recent trip to Chernobyl, their radiation was too deep. It was in their bones, and they just can't do anything about that, so they cannot be adopted out of the zone. So recently also on these Facebook pages, and this is where I'm getting some of this news from, and I will link those Facebook pages down below, the Dogs of Chernobyl as well as the Clean Futures Fund, if you guys would like to check them out. Amazing group. They wanted to do a Where Are the Dogs Now update, which is also what got me thinking to do this video for you guys, where they want us, the people who adopted the dogs, they want us to kind of submit updates on the dogs and so forth, photos, things like that, see how they're doing. And unfortunately, this is kind of where more of the bad news comes from. While I don't have much info, if I ever find out more, I'll let you guys know. In that post, they wrote, since many things have changed in the exclusion zone, your dogs will probably be the only dogs from there to live in the US and Canada. So, I don't know if they're still going to be able, if that means that they're still able to do adoptions elsewhere, like if you're in Europe, if you can adopt a dog or not. I'll see if I can get that information for you guys. I don't know if that means that you could possibly maybe get them in Europe when they are available and can be decontaminated. My best guess is, due to the situation with Russia, my best guess is that adoption in general probably is just not a thing that they can do. Again, I'm not 100% sure on this. That was just the information that was given, so it doesn't look great. Now, hopefully things will change. You never know. Like, day by day, there's always something different going on, right? Hopefully things will change and change for the better. But as it stands right now, for those of you guys who have been interested in asking, how do I do this? How do I start this? And so forth, right now, there's, of course, no dogs up for adoption. They could not bring any from the last trip. And then, at least from that post that they put on Facebook, it does not sound like the adoption program is going to be much of a thing. Again, if I get more information, which I'll try for you guys, because I know a lot of you guys are very interested, I will definitely give it to you if I can. But sadly, as it stands now, it does not seem like adoption is going to be possible for the Dogs of Chernobyl anymore, as it stands right now. What I do want to bring up, though, if you guys are passionate like me and you still want to be involved in that program and help and so forth, recently they came out with these Dogs of Chernobyl patches. It's something that the volunteers who actually go into the zone, it's patches that they would wear when they go into the zone. They actually made those available for public. They're $15. And these patches are made in Ukraine in the town of Slavucha. I am so sorry, you guys. I cannot speak Ukrainian very well. But if you guys don't know, that is what is considered the Chernobyl worker town. So these patches are literally made in Ukraine in the Chernobyl worker town of Slavucha. So sorry about the butcher. My apologies, guys. But nevertheless, these patches are legitimately made in Ukraine from the Chernobyl worker town. And then they're $15 and 100% of the proceeds go to the program. So you can rest assured, I know some people sometimes worry about charities that have, you know, overhead, like, oh yeah, like 20% of my donation actually goes to the cause and the rest goes to overhead and things like that. It's not like, you know, overhead has to be a thing. Obviously, every place has to have overhead to keep a program going. But again, I know that sometimes it's an iffy thing with people, so rest assured that 100% of your proceeds will go to this program. And again, this helps, they do a feeding program, so they're making sure that they're giving the dogs food throughout all of this time, so that way they have a meal. But again, they also try to go into the zone once a year, I believe, to do their vaccination spay neuter program. They haven't been able to do it for a little bit due to what has been going on in Ukraine, but thankfully they were recently able to make it there and get that back started up again. So if you guys love the Dogs of Chernobyl as much as I do, I'm always donating and backing this charity because it means something so much to me. I love what they do. I love everything about it. I really do. So while unfortunately you guys can't adopt a dog, you can at least do something if you would like. Again, links are down below for everything. You can donate to their feeding program. They do have Dogs of Chernobyl merchandise that you can buy. Or again, you can get these super cool patches literally made in the Chernobyl worker town in Ukraine to show your support. So you'll get this really cool looking patch for the Dogs of Chernobyl that you can wear, which is awesome. And of course, 100% of those proceeds go right back into the program, which is just beautiful and just beautiful. So that is the updates I have for you guys. If you have any questions that you can think of that I didn't cover, put them down below. And as I said, I'll try and get the answers for you guys as well and post them when I can for you. And again, check out their Facebook pages. I have the Dogs of Chernobyl down below. I'll have the Clean Futures funds as well. And you'll get all the updates on the dogs. You'll see pictures all the time of literally our sarcophagus and, you know, literally our CNPP and the dogs all around it and things like that. So you'll literally see photos all the time of the dogs in the zone. And there's so many of them, you guys. Oh my gosh. Like, and that's another thing that I'm so passionate about this program is like, if you don't pay attention, I guess, or if you never knew, like, you don't know how many dogs. It's so many dogs. There are so many dogs around the CNPP. It's, like, insane. And it's been that way since 86, obviously. It's been that way since 86. So, yeah. So it's amazing that they're trying to help contain the issue from having more strays, especially because I believe they mentioned some time back, I want to say the average life expectancy, I want to say I've heard, take this with a grain of salt, it's been a while, might be 4 or 5 because the cold winters or things like that. So they don't have a long life expectancy there either. So they're doing what they can to contain the issue as well as take care of the dogs that are there, which is just... It is a charity straight to my heart, you guys. It is a charity straight to my heart. So, yeah, if you guys have any questions, I'll do my best to answer them. And yeah, feel free to support all that down below. Bye! Feel my power!